All right, what's good, people? How are y'all doing? OG DBNK Excalibur clock in. We are here clocking in as per it's the transfer window, or is it? It closed. It was open, but listen, they taken on a hiatus, as they say. Well, listen, hiatus or not, that don't stop the rumors from coming around, you know. It'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. This how we feel about Viktor Gyokeres and Benjamin Sishko, you know. He'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Listen, man, listen. Let me just say this, all right? So apparently, over the past couple days, Andre Berta sat down with Viktor Gyokeres, his agent, and Sporting Lisbon, right? Sporting Lisbon director. I don't know if it was director or president, but one of them people from there, right? Sat down, had a discussion. You know, I don't know. They trying to Sporting and Victor trying to hash things out. Arsenal trying to just cut in there and just say, "Hey, yo, we can just make peace between all y'all. Y'all don't have to be going through all this." You know what I mean? It doesn't have to go this far, all right? But I don't know. I don't know if it's during the meeting or after post meeting. What happens is this guy right here, right? Andre Berta says, you know what? Seeing as we here, why don't I just drop y'all a bit? Let me just show y'all that. Let me show you people that, you know what? This is real. This can happen. And if y'all let it, it will happen. All right. So Andre Berta, I don't know. I feel like I don't know if this is how Andre Berta was working when he was at Athletic Madrid, you know. But I feel like a little bit of this Arsenal is trying to starting to rub off on him. You know what I mean? It's starting to rub off on him, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I must say, I don't like it. I don't know what this is. I don't like it, but it is what it is, right? What does he do, Andre Berta? Well, in fact, let me not just start there, right? We all know what's going on between Sporting Lisbon and Viktor Gyokeres right here, man, right? Gyokeres is out here saying, yo, Gyokeres or the agent, I don't know, either or, right? Either or, right? Is coming out saying, yo, Sporting Lisbon is disrespecting me, going back on their word. We had a gentleman's agreement, and y'all not playing. Y'all not doing what y'all was saying y'all was gonna do. What is going on? What is going on, right? Y'all said if a club came through with 60, 65, maybe 60, even plus 10 million pounds, you'd let me go. All of a sudden, y'all starting to talk about release clause things, right? Listen, I could have left last summer. This is Viktor Gyokeres, by the way, or the agent. I don't know who's talking all this nonsense. I could have left last summer, but we had a gentleman's agreement. I have a contract in writing, but we shook on this. I don't even know if they shook on it. You know, I don't know. I don't even know if they shook on it. But he's saying we had a gentleman's. I don't even know what a gentleman's agreement is at this point. You know what I mean? Because listen, man, you are worth millions of pounds, my guy. So I don't know what good a gentleman's agreement is, you know, when it comes down to it. You know, when it comes down to it, I don't know what a gentleman's agreement is when it comes down to it. But you know what? It is what it is. We here now, right? Sporting director. I don't know if it's a sporting director or if it's the president. He's saying, you know what? I ain't saying nothing about that. I did not say nothing about no gentleman's agreement. I did not tell these guys that he could go for less than, right? Less than his release clause. I did talk to his agent. I did. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let me put my serious face on. I'm trying to be the president here. I did talk to his agent. All right, we had a discussion. This was earlier on. Last summer, or was it early in the season? Last summer. In fact, it was last summer. I remember the conversation now, right? Verbatim. I remember it. All right. Let me regurgitate this shit to you. All right. Well, I'm not going to regurgitate it to you because, you know, it's not exactly like I had an assistant taking notes, you know, or a court. What do they call them guys in court that take, you know, what do they call them? Stenographer? Okay, whatever. I did not have one of them people, and it wasn't a recorded conversation. What I do recall saying to the agent was, okay, right? If a club we cannot predict the future, right? This is what I told him. This is what I told him and his team, Viktor Gyokeres and his team. We cannot predict the future, right? But we are grateful for your services. So much so that we honestly, we cannot hold you back from being great. If a club comes in with a great bid, we will let you go. All right. We will let you go. We will not hold you back from being who you are trying to be. We know who you are and we know who you're trying to be. We won't hold you back, right? Man said that point blank, all right? But what did he really say, right? Let's go on. What did he really say? What he really said was, okay, so now considering all that, we know who you're trying to be, but let's be real. Let's be frank with each other now. All right. We don't know what's going to happen through the course of the season, right? We don't know what kind of form you're going to be in. You know, you might have a dip in form. You God forbid you might get injured, you know? So with all that coming into play, who knows? We might let you go for 40 million. We might let you go for 30 million. We might let you go for 60 million. All right. It may not necessarily be the release clause of 80 million pounds. All right. It may not necessarily be that, but we will let you go depending on what kind of season you have. That'll determine your price. And my brother, looking back on that conversation now, look at the season you just had. I mean, you getting used to just putting up crazy numbers, and you want us to just give you away. You seen what Verts just went for, all right? That's the Bundesliga, right? That's the Portuguese league, all right? They're gonna say, oh, one is weak, one is what? Hey, listen. I don't see nothing Florian Wirtz has ever done to be going for 150 million euro, including add-ons, to Liverpool. What has he done to earn that kind of, you know? So if they're gonna demand that for him, with the season you had, my guy, there is no way in hell I can just let you go for what you want to go for. You do not dictate the price I set, unless you do not play well, right? As guaranteed, as I mentioned when we had our prior conversation in the summer, right? If you do not have a great season like you had last season, fine. You know, a dip in form might suggest that we lower that release clause. It won't be 80 million pounds. It could be 40, could be 50, could be 60. That's what I said. Tell me I lie. Tell me I tell a lie. Devil is a lie. I don't. All right. Devil may lie. I don't. All right. Y'all can talk all this gentleman's agreement stuff y'all want, but it is what it is. Okay, so now with that being said, Viktor Gyokeres had an incredible season. All right, an incredible season. Like we all know, it ain't no secret that boy been breaking records, taking names. All right, he been breaking records, taking names. Everything he doing it. He kicking ass. All right, but with that said, now we find ourselves here. Damn near 12 months later. You want to leave. Big clubs want you, you know, Arsenal lining up for you, Man United lining up for you. Who knows who else is lining up for you? We don't know at the moment, but they lurking, they out there, and you want us to just give you away? What kind of business do you think we running here? We're a profit-based business. We sell for profit. And you think we're just gonna give you away? I mean, don't get me wrong. You've been of great service to us. Oh my goodness. You've been a fantastic service to us. But to think we are just going to give you away on a silver platter? Victor, you know I love you, buddy. You know I love you, but that's not going to happen. If you was the businessman, all right? Look. Let me just give you an example. You out there, when you start negotiating with the club you want to go to, you're trying to go to, you're going to negotiate for wages, right? What are you going to get? What are you going to try and get from that club? You're going to try and get the best wage possible, right? You're going to try and negotiate the best, highest wage possible, Is that not so? So if you're gonna negotiate that, if you're gonna try and negotiate that, why are you holding us back? You under contract. If you were finna be a free agent in a year's time, I'd be like, okay, fine. Let's talk. But you is under contract. My brother, if you did not want to be here, you shouldn't have signed a contract. The fact that you was under contract, we can set the going price. Do they understand or do they not understand? We can set the going price. You do not set the going price. We set the going price. And what I set is determined on your field production. Your on-field production is where I start setting my price. Yesterday's price is not today's price. But lucky for them, I set a release clause for your ass. So yesterday's price is today's price, goddammit. And then you want me to lowball myself? What kind of businessman you think I am? No. Honestly. What kind of businessman you think I am? This is not how we work. I don't just give products away for free, for bargain price. You think this is buy one get two free? The hell, buddy? They just got 150 million euro for Wirtz. Who is he? That's what I'm asking. I don't know this fella. But Liverpool paid that money for him, and he don't got the numbers you do. He's an attacking player. He don't got nowhere the numbers you do. All right? They gonna say you in a different league. All right? They gonna say you in a different league. But let me remind you, check the stats. Men lie. Women lie. My brother, numbers do not lie. I say it again. Men lie. Women lie. My brother, numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie, my brother. So where you trying to go? You think I'm gonna just give you away? Or now you're threatening to go on strike? Okay, so now that we all know where we stand, right? This is a business. This ain't no charity case. If you didn't want to stay, if you didn't want the contract, if you wanted to leave, why did you sign the contract? Okay, with that said, Berta, Sporting Lisbon, Gyokeres agent, they sit down for a meet and meet and greet, whatever you want to call it. Oh my God. No, it just occurred to me. Someone came and took pictures here, and yeah, you don't want to know what's sitting on my table. All right. Anyways, let's move on. Let's not get into that. All right. So, sit down, meet and greet. Let's discuss. Let's negotiate. All right. What's really going on here, right? Okay. Fine. We see what's going on. That's what y'all saying is going on. So. This is where I say I think Andre Berta is taking a page out of Arsenal Football Club's book. This right here. Now, Sporting Lisbon is saying we're not letting this guy go for anything under the release clause. Well, not necessarily for anything under the release clause, but you got to make us a good offer. Just get close to that release clause because this guy's been banging. And you know it. We all know it. He's been banging goals. It ain't no secret. So just get close. Give us a good deal. It don't have to be necessarily the release clause, but give us a good deal. It damn well ain't gonna be 60 plus 10. It for damn sure ain't gonna be 60 plus 10. Right? You start at 70 plus 10, we can have a discussion. But you come with 60 plus 10, it's for damn sure ain't gonna be that. Right? This is what Sporting Lisbon's saying. Right? So what does Andre Berta do? This is why I'm saying I'm not sure if this is the kind of thing he was pulling at Atletico Madrid or if this Arsenal thing is contagious. Right? I'm not sure. But Andre Berta pulls up and he says, okay, we hear you. We hear you. So now what we're gonna do is this, right? What we're gonna do is this. How about I offer you 55 plus 10? 55 million euro. Brother ain't even talking pounds. Brother ain't even talking pounds. He's talking euros. 55 euros million plus 10. What are we doing? How much is that in pounds? Somebody, yo, let me talk to this guy. Let me talk to this guy. Roughly in pounds, how much is 55 million euros roughly in pounds?
Based on today's exchange rates, 55 million euros is roughly equivalent to 46.8 million pounds. Oh, also, just so you're aware, I'm not a financial advisor, so please don't rely on me for financial advice.
This a joke. This a joke. Okay. So we know for a fact that Sporting said they will not let him go, even if a club comes and offers them 60 plus 10 million euros. Making it 70 million euros, they will not accept it. That's a low ball offer. It's a low ball offer. They said this straight up. And right after they say that, what does Andre Berta do? Okay, I'm going to offer you 55 million pounds plus 10. 55 million euro plus 10. 55 million euro is 46.8 million pounds. Arsenal, is this a PR bid? Is that what's going on? We making PR bids now. Yo, I have faith in Andre Berta, man. I have faith in Andre Berta. But this man here, he's falling in line. He's falling in line. I thought he had the kahunas. I thought he had them dangling ones. Big balls. Pause. I thought he had them jingling kahunas. But this mother, he came swinging them. Okay, he got them. He got the big ones. Pause. He got them, but he came swinging them. But the demicroscopic pause. What the hell is going on? What are we doing? Better. 55 million euros plus 10. That's barely. That's hardly 60 million euros. Sorry. That's hardly 60 million pounds when you include the add-ons. Oh my God. You see, so I start thinking to myself, what exactly is going on? What is Arsenal's plan? Is Arsenal's plan just to put out PR? We tried to give Viktor Gyokeres. We tried to give Viktor Gyokeres. We put in a bid and they refused it. You didn't even, this is taking me back to 40 million pounds plus one. 40 million and 1 pound. Suarez. Y'all remember that? 40 million plus 1 pound. This is where you just heard the man saying we ain't taking nothing less. We not even considering 60 plus 10. And you go and walk in there with 55 plus 10? If it ain't disrespect, I don't know what it is. Disrespect to Sporting. Disrespect to Arsenal fans. Because you just starting up a storm here. That's what you're doing. You're starting up a storm. Now the fans are going back and forth. Like, should we really be signing them? At least they tried. At least they put in a bid. They didn't. You might as well have not put in a bid. Because what did that bid mean? You put in a bid knowing damn well it'll get turned down. Why not start Why not start at 60 million pounds? Like, what makes this more insulting for me is you put up 55 million euro. It ain't even in pounds, bro. You put up 55 million euro. Like, I, as an Arsenal fan, feel insulted. Are you playing with my emotions? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm wearing this Bayern Munich fit, but this is legendary shit, bruv. This is fucking Lothar Matthäus, right? This is fucking Lothar Matthäus, all right? Don't tell me what I can't do. I'm a fan of football. But this shit right here, why didn't you walk up? Why didn't you walk up to Sporting and say, you know what? I'm gonna give you, here's my bid: 60 million pounds plus 10 million pounds in add-ons. Let's start there. Why couldn't have that been the case? But you're gonna lowball these guys. You're gonna lowball these guys and tell them, okay, we're gonna give you 55 million euros plus 10. Are you okay? But are you okay? But are you okay? Are you okay? But are you okay? But are you okay? Are you okay? You've been hit by are you the smooth criminal? Andre, yeah. This is not going well, man. This y'all insulting everybody's intelligence, the fans and Sporting. The fans and Sporting, you insulting everybody's intelligence. I held you in high regard, Andre Berta, but this is not how I expected you to come in, making low ball offers like this. Zubimendi is not your signing, so we're not even going to consider him as you. You yet to make your signing, your first flipping signing, and this is how you starting off? 55 million euro plus 10? Why not start at 60 million pounds plus 10 million pounds? Make it a total of 70 million pounds, right? Where they think to themselves, okay, let's convert this to euros. Okay, that's not bad. Maybe they say yes. But you're going to just start off with an insult. Yo, Arsenal fans, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know where we're going, but listen, it ain't started well. It has not started well. I don't know where it's going to end, but it's not started well. All right. This is not what I expected. If this is how the summer's going, if this is how the summer's going to go, Lord have mercy. We in for a long one. We are in for a long one. And it's not going to be fun. It's not going to be fun, but we see the tomfoolery already. It's PR. We tried. We put in a bid. We tried. They turned us down. What more can we do? You see, and then another club, who knows? Man U's gonna come in and say, okay, they offered you what, 55 million euro plus 10? Okay. We gonna start off at 60 million pounds plus 10. How about that? Matter of fact, you said they offered you 55 million euro. How about we start at 55 million pounds plus 10? How's that sound to you? I mean, we can work on from there. Like, why? See, Arsenal don't take its fans seriously. Quite frankly, Arsenal doesn't take itself seriously. Because the fans don't hold it to much regard. The fans don't demand what they should. But now here we are. Same old story that we're gonna hear. We tried. We put in a bid. It was turned down, and then the competition came in and swooped him out off his feet. Imagine Man United comes in tomorrow and says, "Okay, 65 plus 10." They offered you 55 million euro. We offering you 65 million pounds plus 10. I don't know if Sporting's gonna turn that down. I mean, they might set it aside to see what whoever else comes with. But I don't know if they turn it down, because at that point, that's 75 million pounds. Pounds, bro. You put that in euro, that's close to, I don't know. Let's ask my dude again. Let's ask my dude again here. Okay, so how much is 75 million pounds in euros?
75 million pounds is roughly equivalent to 88.08 million euros. Just a reminder, I'm not a financial advisor. It's always a good idea to double check with a professional for any...
I know. We estimating, brother. We estimating. I appreciate you too. All right. There we go. 88 point something million euro. You think Sporting would turn that down? The release clause is 80. So listen, man. Y'all do with that information as you will. All right. Y'all do with that information as you will. I'm just letting you know how I'm thinking. I'd be pissed off. I'm Sporting. I'd be like, these disrespectful motherfuckers. Now we know why Liverpool ain't selling no Luis Suarez. 40 million plus one. You dimwits. DBWNK. Done being nice, now normal. Like, subscribe, leave us a comment. Let's grow the community, y'all. Clock in, Excalibur. You know how we do. I'm here with my man Dennis the Burkamp. My man Dennis the Burkamp. We do what we do, y'all. Listen, anything else comes through, I'll jump on it. I'm on this. I'm on to you, Arsenal. I see what you're doing. Y'all teaching Andre Berta bad habits already. And what I know is these young fans, they gonna lap it up. Oh, they tried. They put in the bid. It was turned down. What else can they do?